So now, dear friends, before we go to Dr. B.M. Hirdekar sir, who is our next speaker, actually, we would like to show one video to all of you. Yes, so I would request Preeti ji kindly to play the video for all of us.
Ice roads that can melt, vertical wooden steps up mountains, and overflowing rivers. Nope, this is not some Ironman triathlon. This is what some kids go through to get to school. And you thought you had a bad day because you missed the bus. Here's how to survive the most dangerous routes to school. If you're one of the lucky ones, your future alma mater might be a few blocks down the road, or you can catch the bus to get there. Unfortunately, children in some remote areas of the globe have to risk their lives to get an education. We're about to show you the most extreme routes filled with obstacles and bad weather that some kids endure every single school day. Why is this village considered to be an impenetrable fortress? Why would you need a tube to attend this school? How could a branch save your life? Number 4. Rizal, Philippines. The Philippines is an archipelago made up of about 7,107 islands. It's not uncommon that your school and home might be on different islands. Kids in this rural village in the province of Rizal have to walk more than an hour, then cross a river to get to their elementary school. The river can be as deep as 9 meters, and there's no bridge. They need an inflatable tube to make the trip and paddle across using their hands. And since daily rains can cause flooding and dangerous currents, the most important thing to survive crossing this route is to judge if the water is safe enough to get into. If it is too deep, or there are churning rapids, you'll be better off taking the extra time to walk along the river shoreline and finding a shallower stretch to start paddling from. Number 3. Rio Negro, Colombia. Students in this valley have 2 options. Hike almost 4 hours up and down a canyon to reach their school, or cross a raging river riding a steel cable 400 meters above the ground. The pulley system includes a hemp rope that acts as a seat and a wooden branch that serves as the brake. This is particularly important since you can reach speeds of more than 80 kilometers per hour. That can be deadly if things go wrong. Riding the cable isn't an easy task. You'll have to hammer at a steel bolt on the pulley to make sure it doesn't get loose. It is not rare that accidents occur, resulting in broken bones, sometimes worse. Despite the cable being a public utility, you still need to bring your own rope. Learn to make a good knot, or else that will be a long fall. Number 2. Zhongyuan Village, southern China. This village is located in the mountains, surrounded by sheer drops on all sides. It's remote. It was once considered an impenetrable fortress. To attend school, kids must leave the safety of home and face the dangers of nature. The path is made of unstable wooden ladders that lean against a 60-meter cliff. Imagine having to carry your notebooks through all this. Oh, not to mention, there is absolutely no harness or safety gear. To successfully climb the unstable ladders, you will need someone with you to hold the base to keep them steady. Always make sure there is no more than one person climbing at a time. Number 1. Zanskar Himalayas. Climbing a mountain on your trek to school is hard enough, but in this case, you'd have to tolerate freezing cold temperatures. This region is so remote and isolated that locals claim only their fiercest enemies or best friends would want to visit. The path that children take to school is about 100 kilometers long, so students need almost 10 days to get to class. Thankfully, this is a boarding school. To make the hike, you'll need to wait till the Zanskar River freezes over in the negative 40 degrees Celsius weather so you can walk over it. And even with those temperatures, you'll see water flowing fast under the crystal ice layers. Keep your eyes open. These layers can break open every few days. You survived the trip through these extreme conditions, and you think a car would solve some of your transportation issues. But not so fast. About 3,700 people around the world die in traffic accidents every single day. Want to know how you could avoid becoming a statistic? Keep watching How to Survive.
Thank you very much for sharing this wonderful video. It has touched everybody's heart. And dear friends, in this particular session, actually, we are discussing about distance education, but this particular video was related to distant education and an experience very close to Hirdekar sir, actually. And before I invite him to speak, this is my privilege to, introduce him to everybody today in this particular session. So Dr. B.M. Hirdekar sir, he has immense knowledge and experience in higher education, focusing on the quality of education, legal knowledge about HR in HE, functioning of regulatory councils as well. He has excellent drafting skills, communication skills in English, written, oral. He is a motivational speaker, has excellent oratory skills in Hindi and Marathi languages as well. His work experience includes registrar in 3 universities. He has been awarded for his outstanding contribution as registrar and evaluation in state university. He has excellent knowledge of global landscape of higher education as well. Welcome to you, dear sir. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you for a nice introduction. Now, when we watch this video, it is worldwide problem that how to have access to good education and how to have access to even simple education, and this is worldwide phenomena. But the zeal that the students have to come to school has not died, and they want to connect themselves to schools and colleges. But how engaging we are, how student engagement is taking place, how relevant our degrees are, how relevant and effective our teaching is, so that all of them will sit in class. Now, the problem here is that distance education can be a solution for dropout. Baha'i Academy is doing very good academic and social service in this region. We are proud of that. And this topic also is related to that mission that they have taken. Now, when we talk about tertiary education and the age group of the students, those who enroll in this group, is very important, because they are young people, they are enthusiastic, they are energetic, they are creative, they have so many skills or so many attitudes with them. And at that particular point, then we have to decide that they will not drop. All over the world, this learning loss, learning deficit, generation of student loss, generations and generations, has become a very serious problem. And we are just thinking, is it possible that distance learning will help to solve this problem to some extent? My view here is, yes, to some extent we can, considering the nature of degrees, especially BA, BCom, these degrees and some other degrees. Partially, dropout can be checked. During this pandemic, the madam was telling that they have done well in distance learning, and they have provided good education during that period also, with MOOCs and other things. But when we see the pyramid of dropout, when the structure in all BA, BCom years in tertiary education, even in BSc, the pyramid in the first year is broad, and as we go ahead, it becomes narrow. People go on dropping. Now, when these students somehow they want to come to school with all dangers at the cost of their lives, then when they come to school, how engaging we are teaching and how is our connect. So I have not seen any officer or any person, any gentleman, if it is wrong, I'm sorry, that in first year, one student having first class or second class was enrolled, and in second year, he has not enrolled. Do we send letters to these students that, yes, your performance in first year is very good, but you have not turned up till the date of form filling for the next examination and registration? So this problem connect universities to connect with these students. That connection, universities have no time to do this, but university has to take out some times. As YCM is doing something, Savitribai Phule University is doing something, even Shivaji University, all 8, 9 distance education universities, they are doing that. But that is not enough. Now, why people drop out? The main reason is financial. And when we talk about financial problem, then is it not possible? There are some organizations worldwide and even in India, they are preparing educate girl bonds. They are helping girls to learn some skills. They are helping learn, and they are calling, we have girls and we teach them to code. So for all these students, maybe in state university regular courses or maybe in distance learning, again there is a discrimination in these two universities. Bias is there about distance education. That is also not good. So when we talk about these degrees, now the students have realized that this degree has no meaning. After having this degree, except a person in chemistry or a person in with BA English or with good accountancy can get some jobs. Otherwise, they have to pass some other examinations. Maybe they go to MPSC, UPSC exam, they go to banking exams, they go to defense exams. Even now they are preparing to become delivery boys in Amazon, Flipkart, and Swiggy and Zomato. And some those who are knowing some skills, they are becoming Ola, Uber drivers. So they have found their own ways. So if we train these people along with our educating them, giving them knowledge, is it possible that just now Madam was telling that we are giving some skills, as this coding skill is given, as BPO skills are given, transcription skills are given. So before they pass out, irrespective of any kind of discipline, they must go with little knowledge about data and data storage, data retrieval, something about digital literacy. So unless and until we do this, the two students will not turn to classes. Especially with girls, the serious problem, the girl has become a liability for all parents, and a boy has become an asset everywhere. So they preferably go for DED, they preferably go for diplomas. There, our educators have to convince, educate. When we have counseling sessions, in those counseling sessions, we can tell these people, your data is with us. We collect data by name, by religion, by age, by gender. Enough. But what kind of situation, economic status they have, social status they have, will they be able to tell us and we can help them? Can there be some depository, some sort of some deposits can be separated in all universities, some fund can be separated. When they get jobs, they may soft loans can be given. So finance is a problem, agriculture labor is a problem, everybody goes to farm. So these problems are there. And so distance education now will thrive because students are discussing among themselves. The degree taking in regular college has lost the luster, and we will go to YCMOE master or distance education master. Then another important thing is we are so merciless. Sometimes we are so rigorously see that whether this boy, horizontal mobility and flexibility, vertical mobility and horizontality. When somebody comes from distance, we are not giving equivalence to year. Somehow we in our university we have passed that. So equivalence is a problem. Getting classes, when somebody comes from outside university, in our university there was a rule that we will not give you class though you earn 64% marks, first class marks. In Salunkhe sir's regime, we removed that. So we have to think disruptively. I have one very good university before me, and the name of the university is how the model is there. The name of the university is Tenden University, Stenden University in Netherlands. Now, who has established this university? Many of them are people who were with Nelson Mandela. One of Nelson Mandela's inmates is a leader of this university, and they have established leadership university, and they have removed the difference between discrimination between or distinguishing line between the work and syllabus. What are they doing? There they have beautiful island, that hospital, that Port Al Afraid. There people come to see so many things. And on the other side, there was one island, Nemato Island, where slums and problems and criminals are there. Now, this Vinastra, the leader there, and this Malba, prisoners, he was prisoner inmate of a friend of Nelson Mandela. They decided that we will tell these people to go to hospitality, to go to restaurant. Anyway, people are coming to here. We will change this slum. So they have decided that our college is not a college, is not an autonomous college, is not a university. Our university is Educational Institute for Service Studies. We serve people and we create servant leader. And many thousands of these leaders, they come out from this Tendon University and they are serving in many countries. And the mandate given to them is they will not serve in corporates, they will serve in NGOs, they will serve in hospitalities. So this kind of disruptive approach, their bridge to better life. Unless we provide bridge to better life, why students should come? And for that, when I was a principal, when I came to Kolhapur, I told my father, I will not get dropped. I will not come to my village again. I will come to give you some money, and you don't give me money. So somehow still, since BA, out of 7 degrees, for not a single degree, I have taken loan. Some teachers might have paid some fees. I myself have earned, maybe in hotel, maybe as a salesman, maybe in transport, maybe in school. But I decided that I will earn and I will go ahead. Only 2 degrees I lost, for which I enrolled MPhil and MBA, which I could not do. So I never asked for money. Now we have to tell our students that come to college. Every college has a land. Every college has labs. Every college, if lab is not there, computer lab is there. Can we not digitally? They are literate now. We will digitally literate them. Some skills which are necessary outside. Now there are skills. Skills are becoming obsolete because of artificial intelligence, machine learning, and other things. Only higher level skills will remain. So what higher level skills we are going to teach these people, and which lower level, middle level skills, lower level skills we can imbibe in them. If they have skills, now degrees have gone, degrees are unbundled, and now people are asking for credentials. What you can do, what you know, not important. What you can do. Yesterday, I met one industrialist here in my city. He's Deshpande. He has more than 4-5 crores industry, sending his goods to Germany and USA. And he was telling me, give us engineers who can work in sensor-based company. And in all colleges in Kolhapur, no engineer is going to see him what is sensor-based. Untouched product comes out and sent. And many things, operations are managed from Germany, from the city in Germany. So Deshpande was telling me, what are you teaching? Even you don't have time to come to our factory. We are very near to your institute. We are very near to Kolhapur. So education and braid, education and some skills, and higher level skills, middle level skills, because if we do not do that, the delivery boys, their life will be, even after doing BA BCom, they will work for 5-6 years only for MPSC. Some of them may commit suicide. Some of them may say that I will go back to village. So in villages also, some good people, they are I have seen there is one project, this bond project, Educate Girl Bonds. It is universal organization. 15,000 girls are given help in Rajasthan. The bonds are created and help is given to these girls.
Wonderful.
There is a person who has given promise to pencil, outside person. So connecting connecting ourselves with the students. We have to send good letters. Suppose, for example, he has completed for 2 years and in last year only he is not there. Any teacher, any person in the distance education should write one letter. Please, I am here to take you to school again to learn something.
So beautifully, actually, you have taken us through all the experiences, and it was wonderful to listen to you. And you have connected it to your own experience and all the practical solutions also that you have provided for us. Thank you so much.